This is our diocese, from southern Colorado to the western slope. We are a panorama of high desert, mountains, valleys, mesas, rivers, and lakes. And in this panorama of our diocese, our faith blooms like the roses in the desert, in the valley and on the mesa. This is the beauty of our land, the beauty of our diocese, and the beauty of our faith.
There's a whole landscape of how we understand ourselves as church, how we form ourselves as church, and how we reach out to others as church. It's amazing, whether it's a small gem in a rural community or bustling downtown churches like Grand Junction, our cathedral in Pueblo as well.
I see this diocese that it fulfills so many needs of people.
The diocese is the foundation of our church and our faith. It's my life.
I believe that my faith is the cornerstone of my life, and that when I think about Jesus and what Jesus did and where Jesus walked, it made for a beautiful landscape, and I'm hoping that my faith can match that.
The Diocese of Pueblo is a place where God is glorified.
This diocese tries to reach out and be present to all of us. Our needs, our sacramental programs, our facilities, our faith. And this diocese provides all that. And we have our wants, but we have our needs. And right now, the Diocese of Pueblo has the biggest need. We need your help.
Introducing the Sharing Our Faith, Shaping Our Future campaign to meet the immediate needs and impact the future of the Catholic Church in the Diocese of Pueblo. This campaign will help us provide for our seminarians' education, shelter our Poor Clare sisters, and build upon the good works of the Catholic Foundation.
Vocation office in the Diocese of Pueblo goes by the motto, helping people hear and answer God's call. So the only way a person is ever going to answer God's call is if they hear it.
I felt just God calling me and saying, go now. And at first I kind of didn't really understand what that meant, but then when I prayed about it a lot more, I heard go now, and the seminary, that's what it made sense. It's really a blessing to focus on my studies and not have to worry about working or paying it off or just stressing over how God's going to provide.
We have to give these guys the tools they need to become the priests that we so badly need to have for our faith. It's just such a weight off their shoulders so they can direct all their love, attention, their spirituality towards the goal of becoming that priest, being that faith-filled individual that God has called upon.
What that allows us to do is discern more fully with greater peace of heart, because if you have that bill hanging over your head, there's always that worry about money. I need to figure it out in this time because this much is owed. Can't thank people enough, because that is that generosity of people giving what gifts God has given them, passing that gift on to the church, to seminarians.
The capital campaign will be such a gift for the vocations office, because it will continue to allow us to bless the seminarians with the education that they need in order to become good priests. And so it's just a gift for us to be able to support them as they study, as they're formed, so that they can come back and serve for 50, 60, 70 years as priests in our diocese.
We had been here for 21 years.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Mission as a Capuchin Poor Clares as to pray for the priest and for the needs of the Diocese of Pueblo. We had been called by God to be a support in prayer for them, and we gladly do that.
We are a cloister nuns. We cannot go outside, so we live here 7 days a week. Our ministry and our mission here inside.
It's a special vocation. We receive a special call.
The house is old, and A lot of times we have problems in the pipes, and it's different things, it's small things, but it's always having problems. The first thing that we want is to grow. We want the order to grow. And it's important to have a place for the next sisters who are coming, or of those ladies who want to join us.
They don't want a lot of frills. They just want to survive. And I think it's up to us to provide them a comfort that they're able to fulfill their mission for the church.
We are really blessed here in this diocese because the people is so wonderful.
Thank you so very much. It's very important for us, your support. It's very, very important because we depend on God's providence, and you are part of these angels of God, giving the providence for this project.
Thank you, and God bless you, everybody. And my praise for all of you.
The work for the Catholic Foundation has been a great blessing for the whole Diocese of Pueblo. Every support that they gave us, we be able not only to build up in catechesis or in liturgy, but it's to build in future generations and strengthen the Catholic faith and family.
A Caring Pregnancy Center has benefited from a Catholic Foundation in a number of ways. Recently, that has been through the redesign and new fitting of our mobile units wrap. So we're able to go out into outlying rural areas and provide those clinic services in areas where these women are not able to reach us. And we believe and know that it's with those foundations and these organizations that we thrive.
The Catholic Foundation, we exist to support the growth and stability of the diocese. We want to raise more funds to help our ability to give grants and connect the ministry of giving with people. It's fuel for the mission. It keeps us going so we can present the mission, and this supports that work.
The Diocese of Pueblo has targeted things that need to be done. It's to create a better society, and I think all three of the key components of this campaign address making it a better society.
I am so grateful to have the Lord in my life, to have love in my life on this earth. I feel it's a gift, and the way I can give back is through time and through financial commitment.
In Acts 17:28, we hear, God is the giver of all good gifts, and the one in whom we live and move and have our being. The one in whom we live and move and have our being is our Eucharist, our communion, our thanksgiving. We experience Christ when we realize that the gifts we share are Christ. Our giving brings forth communion and more gifts beyond our imagination across the diocese. And this is what I ask. Please give to sharing our faith and shaping our future.